just wanted to say happy birthday, the first 80, and I wish you all the best and Mazal Tov for the next 80.
Less than your height.
So, just take a picture of you.
To my dear cousin Cyril, and to remember that when I was 21, that you and Gillian took me into your house and you looked after me as if I was almost your son. So this is my thanks to you, Cyril, and may you live for another 20 or 30 years and have many more occasions like this.
Well, I can only endorse what Edward said. It couldn't happen to a finer person, and many more birthdays, and I hope I'll also be here with you to celebrate each one. Cheers, Cyril.
Abba, wow, you're great and you're wonderful, and you just stay the way you are. L'chaim.
And we hope to enjoy many, many more of your birthdays and to celebrate them with you.
Happy birthday, Cyril.
Okay, hi Cyril. We're all very happy to be here with you today. Big milestone. And you have to now have a few more milestones so that we can come again and drink more champagne.
Happy birthday to my father.
Thank you.
He reached the great old age of 80. He taught us a lot. He taught us to be modest. He taught us to stay on the course of life, not to give up. That's what he taught us.
I didn't know that, but still.
What would I like to say to him? I'd like to say to him I love him. And Mazal Tov that you've managed to stand me all these years.
מולדת. כן, אנחנו מאחל לו מזל טוב. מזל טוב. 80 זה צעיר, יחסית.
Thank you.
Make a wish. It's a very special case because this came from my niece in England. Okay. What you really want to know is the secret of longevity. Now, the secret of longevity comes like this. 1. You have to inherit good genes. Now, my father lived till 93, and my mother's at 82, so that's the beginning. And, you know, I went into the family business, and I worked in the family business. But how did he start that business? I don't know. I never asked him. I took it for granted. And, I mean, I remember him sort of telling a story of how he used to, as a young boy, he would get up early to light the gas underneath the irons so that the pressure came in, he would have a hot iron. Things like that, and I don't know. I just don't know. A marvellous marriage. Gillian and I have gone through an awful lot together. And she has supported me, and I've supported her, and we've always done things together, like sort of coming on Aliyah. But coming on Aliyah has really meant that I have Mirav as a lovely daughter-in-law, and Raviv as a smashing son-in-law. So that's so those are the wonderful things. Also, I think you need a bit of luck. Like
and good friends.
And good friends. But you know, I got married when I was 27.
We moved into 27 Harmsworth Way.
It came to Kibbutz Nachshon. It was on the 27th of the month. And when we left Nachshon, it was on the 27th of the month. Now, how's that for luck, huh?
Well, good job you didn't have 27 kids.
The very fact that Ruthie is here that gives me my exercises. And what has happened in the last 80 years? I mean, apart from me, what has happened? Look at the things that have been invented. There were moving cameras in those days, but not a moving camera like this, which is already obsolete. What would we do today without computers? Just think of it. The mobile telephone. What would we do? And yet, when I left business to come to Israel, their calculator was just coming in. Just then, 1972, was just coming in. Time has now come for a joke.
Don't look so serious.
Well, I can't remember them. The guy had to go to a bar mitzvah, and he realised his talit was a bit dirty. So he thought, I must take it to Moshe, the dry cleaners. So he goes over to the dry cleaners, and there's a sign that used to be Moshe, Ahmed, the dry cleaner. So we thought, Ahmed, the dry cleaner. So he went in there, he said, look, I need this very urgently, can you help me? So Ahmed said, look, don't worry, I worked with Moshe for a long, long time, and I bought the business because he retired. So he said, come back tomorrow morning. Fine. He comes back in the morning, and there's a talit in a lovely cellophane envelope, all beautiful and clean. He said, that's lovely. How much is that? $35. $35? But Moshe charged me $5. But he never undid the knots.
On this very special day, on the celebration of your 80th day, unbelievable.
Yes.
Because we believe and hope that it will echo some of you. It's a story that was related by Yaron Enosh on the radio, and he talks about how our lives usually lead us on familiar and predicted paths, and how sometimes we dare venture towards the unknown, the unplanned, the unfamiliar. You, Dad, have done it courageously many, many times. In this particular story, our storyteller, Yaron Enosh, talks about the benefits of remaining open to rediscovering what we already know, how to unknow the known. And he takes an American guest with him. And as Yaron sits there and drinks in the familiar, special, and much-loved blend of smells, colours, noises, people, ethnic variety, and other varieties that are for him, Machane Yehuda, so special. Allowing question marks to exist and persist, dissecting the obvious into parts and even more parts. And our storyteller continues, it could be you. I found myself explaining and teaching, and after we parted, I realised that it wasn't me that was a teacher and a guide, but thanks to my guest, I had become a student of myself. And he adds, and if at my age, I believe he's a few years younger than you, I can still be a student that sees and learns and is filled with wonder, then it seems that I have many more days. Days that are not obvious. Days filled with curiosity. So, Abele.
Yes.
What do we wish for you and bless you with on this very, very special day?
Got to go back to school.
Well, I think you are, and I think you choose to be at school all the time. But if we do have any say in it, then be a student of yourself. You are the best teacher. Enjoy being you. You are great.
What I wanted to say really was that you guided us through life. Through good times, sometimes less good, but you guided us and gave us good way of dealing with different and challenging things in our lives. You taught us to stay the course. through your own experience, through your own challenges, you taught us to persevere, and in the end, you always get the trophies. And I thank you for that.
Don't engage in litigation, except if you've got a very, very good lawyer. Renew, you and Gillian, the vision, the dream you had when you came to Nachshon many years ago. A dream of a peaceful Israel, peace within Israel, and peace with its neighbours. The dream that
They blame me. All I did is give them the exchange the phone numbers.
That's all it took.
That's all it took.
And look what happened. Number 3.
לא, את זה אני לא מוכן לתת. עוד דוגמא?